Now let's welcome TeamSnap's General Manager, Ken McDonald. TeamSnap is a presenting sponsor of PCA's Double Goal Coach Award. Do you want the whole intro? Just come on up. So come meet my good friend Ken here. He's coached youth basketball for more than 15 seasons. Are you a good coach?
I hope so.
You hope so, good. More than 15 seasons. He understands the powerful impact coaches can have on their kids' lives. Please welcome, even though he's standing over my shoulder, Ken McDonald.
Thank you, Ken. Kelvin was a youth soccer player, bounced around a bunch of rec programs where the coaches, for the most part, never bothered to learn his name. As you might imagine, he was pretty ho-hum about soccer at this point. But then he met Megan. Now, Megan is a former semi-pro soccer player, and she's just one of those people who exudes energy in all aspects of life. But when it comes to soccer, her passion is downright infectious. So she started working with Kelvin, and just not even as coach, but just casually giving him tips out on the playground. But she immediately had an impact. All he could talk about was soccer and how he wanted to become a professional soccer player, and he practiced all the time. But this wasn't enough. He then went and recruited all the kids at his school that were his age to practice with him 5 days a week from the end of school until well after dark. All the parents in the neighborhood are going, what the heck's going on? Why are my kids, playing soccer? They're not that interested in soccer. You know what happened? Megan happened. Fast forward a couple months, Kelvin and a couple of his buddies decide they're going to go try out for competitive soccer. It's like 500 kids show up. Most of them have been playing competitive soccer for a very long time. Very intimidating. They start running the kids through a bunch of drills. Kelvin and his buddies, they don't know, they've never seen these drills before. They don't have the technical skills. They're struggling. 20 minutes left. The coaches set up a scrimmage. The kids with the most experience against the least experienced kids. Kelvin and his buddies are in the least experienced group. And the coaches expect a blowout. But there's a surprise. Kelvin and his buddies, their passion shines through, and they end up winning. And in a 20-minute scrimmage, Kelvin, without being a ball hog, ends up scoring 10 goals, which if you think about it, in a 20-minute scrimmage is like nonstop scoring. The coaches think, this is a fluke. And the next day they reset and they do the same thing, the same teams. And Kelvin and his buddies, they win again. Coaches ask, well, what the heck just happened? Megan happened. That's what happened. I just love that story because it shows the impact that one person can have, a profound impact on a bunch of youth athletes. And it really goes to the core of why we started TeamSnap. It was to empower coaches to have the kind of experience on athletes that Megan had instead of being bogged down in the logistics of running their teams. And it is always meshed very well with the charter of the PCA. We've been working with them for years. I understand that the PCA has now impacted 20 million athletes, and TeamSnap has over 20 million users on it. And despite all that growth on both organizations, the partnership is as strong as ever, and we're just super proud of these awards and what they stand for. So please help me congratulate the award winners tonight. You guys rock.